Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome to my channel if you're new. I'd like to thank everyone for viewing, liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up on your way out if you enjoy the video, as it really does help my channel, but it also helps others to see and hear the messages that they're meant to get, okay? It circulates the video. I want to remind you it is a general reading. It's definitely going to resonate completely for some of you, but not all of you. So take what does resonate and leave the rest behind, okay? So this reading is going to be the full moon in Aries. This is all about rebirth, realities, struggles, and forgiveness. And Yasmin Boland says that the first thing to note about this full moon is that it's the first one in the new lunar cycle. And the previous full moon was in Pisces, the last of the 12 signs of the zodiac. So Aries is the first sign and therefore makes this the first new lunar cycle, first moon in the new lunar cycle. So if you want to see what happens in your life when you work with the full moon every month, now's the time to commit. While working with the new moon is fun and amazing, it's working with the full moon and releasing resistance through forgiveness and surrender that truly allows us to consciously create our lives. Why? Because in doing that release work, we become more energetically clear, and when that happens, it's much easier for us to send out our dreams to the universe. So think of yourself like a radio. When you're energetically clear, you're tuned into the right station on the right frequency and broadcasting your intentions clearly. So in other words, what we feel is what we put out to the universe, and what we put out is exactly what comes back to us. So release any and all anger and upset and resentment at the full moon, and you'll feel good. And when you feel good, you manifest and attract and create great things, consciously or not. These are all things to think about at this full moon, which looks like being fiery and perhaps extra emotional. Sorry, I lost my train of thought for a minute. Okay, so obviously we've got the Moonology cards here. And the first one we've got here is the full moon. Surrender to divine. Always. It's always about surrendering. It's always about releasing, letting go. And then the other one we have is full moon in Aries, because this is a full moon in Aries. A fiery climax approaches. Ooh. Some of us could be having tower moments. Ugh. Although some of those tower moments can be good. They can be good surprises, good shocks. Unexpected, right? Okay, so I think that is everything that I need to go over with you here for this. So let's get into doing the zodiac readings. Okay, Aries, let's get into your full moon reading in your sign of Aries. First of all, I want to make you aware that this moon is in your first house, and what that represents for you is it's about focusing on you, not others at this point in time, okay? Sometimes we do a lot of giving and not as much taking, but that really can mess with the flow in your life. So it's time for you to balance that out by allowing yourself to receive. And if people want to help you with things, say yes. Accept the help. That's about receiving as well. Now, you might feel fairly emotional during this cycle, but anything that comes up is coming up because it needs to be dealt with, okay? So now we're going to get into your reading. All the decks I use are listed below in the description box. Click on the title of the video to get there. Your extended link will be down there as well. We're going to start with Queen of the Moon Oracle deck. Okay, first card out. Card 24 breaks down to a 6, which is all about love. This is a waning crescent 1 moon, and it's about protection. Then you have card 29, which breaks down to an 11. That is a soul path number. This is the wolf moon, and it's about hunger. Now you have card 15. Again, it breaks down to a 6, all about love. Waxing gibbous 6. Not only is it a 6, it's a 6. And it's action. Ooh, then you have card 35, breaks down to an 8. So this would be all about abundance, okay? This is the thunder moon, and it's about change. It almost is like a tower moment. Look at the charge in this, the shock value. I always look at this card as a bit of a tower moment just because of the artwork. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is put these in order of timing for you, date-wise. Okay, so the first card in play is the Thunder Moon card, the change card, because this is something that has already taken place. This took place in July, around the July full moon. So that was July 24th, okay? Something took place towards the end of July, beginning of August, that probably was a tower moment. It was something that created a big change in your life. It might have been in a good way. It might have been a harsh tower, okay? It could have been something unexpected that you really loved when it came through, or it could be something that really crushed you. It's going to be different for all of you. You're going to know what it is, though, okay? The next card in play is the protection card, because this is a waning crescent 1 moon, and that is October 29th. So that's about a week after this full moon that you're going to either realize that this change that took place in July was protection for you. Now, I find it interesting that I did, I think it was Cancer's reading. They had the same 2 cards in the same position, and that was the message for them. This change that took place in July was God's protection. So it might be rejection that took place, right? We'll find out when we get more cards, though. Okay, so the next card in play is the Waning Gibbous 6, because this is November 17th. This is the action card. So around November 17th, there needs to be action, or action is taken. And so, of course, your final card here is the Hunger card. The Wolf Moon takes place January 17th, 2022. Okay? Now, the Hunger Moon, or the Wolf Moon and the Hunger is, it feels like a longing to me. It's something that you're longing for, you're desiring, right? Because desires are basically our hungers. Emotional in nature, but okay, so let's get some extra cards on there and see what this is all about for you. We're going to get cards from the Luna Somnia deck. Is that ours? Yes, okay. Now this is interesting, because on top of the change in protection, the same 2 cards, same position for Cancer, who is a water sign, a King of Cups, Queen of Cups, you have the King of Cups. So your person may be a Cancer or a water sign of any kind. It could be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But the fact that I did their reading before you and they got these same 2 cards, so it's almost as though you and a Cancer went through this same situation, because now you've got the King of Cups on top of that. But it could just be the energy of the King of Cups, okay? It's all in the name of love, because I feel like they got that same message. In fact, I think they got the King of Cups on top of these 2 cards too. If you have Cancer in your chart and it's prominent, you might want to watch the Cancer reading, because it's just kind of coincidental that you've got the same cards here. And that's the message. This, whatever this was, it was in the name of love. It was for love, okay? Whatever took place here was protection for you. Now, on the protection and the action card, you have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is all about independence. It's about being on your own. It's about being independent, not needing anything or anyone. It also represents financial independence because it is Pentacles, okay? So it could be that for some of you, this, what took place, was around business or your career or a job. For others, it was around love. And because the King of Cups is here and the message was it was all for love, that you could have had a real love for whatever it was you were doing in business or your job. But something took place there. So, being that it's on the protection and the action card, some of you had to take action and break something off and become single or independent. Others of you had to make a big change in order to not lose your finances, in order to remain financially stable. Action had to be taken, or action needs to be taken, because this is November 17th. Now, again, it's energy, right? So it could be this has already taken place for you. It could be it happens in December. It just depends. Now, on top of the action and the hunger card, you have the Chariot. This is very, very fast forward moving energy. I feel like you are going to, once this action is taken, you're going to find yourself shifting very quickly forward toward your desires, your wants, your needs, whatever that might be in relationship to what's taken place here. But that action has to be taken in order for you to move forward toward your desires. Okay, let's get Gaia Oracle cards now. This might not have been here in the Cancer. I apologize for that. I think it was in the extended version that it ended up in this position right here, which was in line with that. Can't remember for sure though. But like I said, if you have Cancer in your chart somewhere that's prominent, you might want to watch the Cancer reading. Okay, so on the King of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles, you have card 29. Again, it breaks down to an 11, which is a soul path number. This is about life's purpose, destiny, your soul's path, right? And you've got the card thinking of you, a loving thought, serendipity. So someone is thinking of you and you're thinking of them. Thinking of whatever you're thinking and feeling, they're thinking and feeling. And likely at the same time. Now that you're apart. Now that you're on your own. Now that you're independent. So this could be someone that you're parted from, but you were together with. The messages here, I can't believe how close they are to Cancer. So, like I said, you could have a Cancer person that you've been dealing with. So on top of the Nine of Pentacles and the Chariot card, you have card 23. It breaks down to a 5. So that's all about change. Night wind, facing fear, subconscious release, and healing. And I want to point out that it's right underneath the action card. So the action that needs to be taken for some of you could be just kind of facing what it is that you're fearful of here, facing the negativity of all of this and realizing that it was protection. You were being protected. or you were protecting someone else by taking the steps that you took back here in July. But it feels more to me like you're about to find out that whatever took place there was for your protection. Either the person was protecting you or spirit was protecting you. Okay? So now we're going to get an Island Time Wellness card for you. Boat. Receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, and closure issues. Yeah, see, and again, I'm sorry to bring up Cancer again, but in Cancer, part of their message was that they didn't have closure. And that was their issue. And I feel like for some of you, that could be the issue here too. And that's why you come to the realization that this was protection, because you don't have an understanding of what even took place here. But it also is about receiving what you need. And you've got the hunger card here. That's your desires, your wants, your needs, right? Moving very quickly toward them. But you've got to do that release. And then you receive what you need. Then you will progress. You will be able to move on, and you will have the closure that you're looking for. Okay, now we're going to get a Just Ask Oracle card for you. Balance is necessary now. Absolutely. You get that message in the Chariot, because normally in the Chariot you've got two horses. They're opposing energies because one's black and one's white, and they're always wanting to go the opposite direction of each other. In this Chariot card though, it's not moving because there's two sphinxes and they're stone and they don't move, but they are both facing in the same direction. So there's harmony in that way. But it's not moving. Not until you release what you need to release. But when you do, when you take action and do that, you will move very quickly toward your destination, whatever that is for you. Okay, now we're going to get a Synchronicity Oracle card. Okay, that was different. Oh, Aries, you hold the key to their heart. Oh, that's so beautiful. Wow. Okay. This is a love reading, apparently, for a majority of you. Okay, so now we're going to get a Whispers of Love card for you. Oh, card 29 again. So 11, soul path number, forgiveness. Nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. So maybe this is what you have to release, Aries. You have to forgive whatever took place back here. Spirit is asking you to forgive. Then you'll be able to move forward. Now we're going to get you a soul's journey card, because you definitely are on a soul's journey here. Death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Some of you maybe lost someone back in July. Someone might have passed. But others of you, this is the death of a way of being, thinking, feeling. It's a transformation. It's about endings. So this change card up here is obviously talking about something that ended, something that caused pain, something you didn't understand at the time, but you're about to with that protection card. And maybe whatever happened, you didn't understand it, you weren't meant to understand it, and that was the protection, because it wasn't the right time for you to hear it, whatever it was, right? Okay, now we're going to get a motivation manifesto card. This is going to be a very direct and specific message for you from Spirit. With love's transcendent power, we can be reborn and redirected. When we open to love, life itself can feel newer, more alive, more magical, and meaningful. So you're being asked to open yourself up to love again. It's going to make you feel better. It's going to allow the magic in your life. And it's going to bring meaning back to your life again. I feel like you have someone on their way in, Aries. And Spirit's getting you ready for that, or wanting you to ready yourself for that. Could be a twin flame situation. And maybe if that's who you were with up here and it ended, it wasn't the right time. That's all. Okay, let's find out, let's ask your guides and Spirit what it is that you can or need to do, be, think, and or feel to move out of this, to open yourself back up to love so that you can move forward. You need to forgive someone of something. And let's find out how we can do that. We're going to do it in the extended. The link is in the description box below. Click on the title of the video. That'll drop it down. Those of you that are going over, I will see you over there. Those of you that are not, I love you guys, and I will see you next time.